For those of you who don't know me, my name is Hannah, and for the last year and a half, I've been documenting the writing process over on Instagram of my first know-it-all contemporary romance novel, Here's to Starting Over, which I wrote the first draft of from July 2021 to January 2023. Back in September of this year, I posted to Instagram about how I was officially working on the second draft of this book, and I decided recently that I want to start documenting the process in video format, specifically for YouTube. While I don't know how frequently I'm going to post videos like this, I've always loved watching other writers post writing and editing vlogs where they document the process of them working on the latest project, so I figured I would do the same. I would say I'm doing this purely for the fun of it, but to also hold myself accountable in actually completing this goal and making it a daily habit. With the editing process of this novel, I'm simply taking it one day at a time, and for today's vlog, I'm primarily focusing on editing the beginning of the book one chapter at a time, regardless of if it's the prologue, chapter 1, chapter 2, or chapter 3. I'm not necessarily setting a goal for myself yet with editing this book. I'm kind of just going with the flow, essentially, and seeing where the journey takes me. Overall, I would say that editing has actually gone quite well for me so far, and with the second draft, I'm primarily working on fleshing out the story more and fixing any plot inconsistencies that need to be corrected. It's little things like that that contribute to the novel's bigger picture. So basically, at this stage in draft 2, I've already gone through and edited the prologue, chapter 1, and chapter 2. I'm currently working on chapter 3. Chapter 3 is where my main character meets her love interest for the first time, along with some other important plot-related things that occur. Act 1 currently has about 16 chapters, and I'd be curious to see if that changes throughout draft 2, but my plan is to keep everything the same within the story. Currently, this draft is at 67,896 words, and my goal is to expand upon the draft and potentially get it to maybe 75,000 words. I've heard that most romance novels tend to be between 50 to 90,000 words. Overall, as I've said, the editing process is going really well so far, and I'm so happy to be immersed in the story again. I've genuinely missed it a lot, and when I initially finished writing the first draft back in January of 2023, I honestly didn't anticipate taking over a year-long break from the project, but I'm happy to be working on it again, regardless. Although I'm not setting any strict goals myself, I'm debating on whether or not I want to get through or complete a majority of draft 2 during the month of November. I think I at least want to make editing this novel a daily habit in the month of November purely to hold myself accountable, because overall, it seems like a really fun challenge. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to stay tuned for future episodes in the Book Editing Diaries series. I don't know how frequently I will be posting these, but I'm really enjoying documenting it here for all of you, and I want to continue doing so until I've completed draft 2. Thanks for watching.